thought it was normal that I didn't get my period.
I had a client who refused to have mirrors in her house. Life is not perfect, and neither are we. Welcome to Raw and Unhinged. Lara and Steph will be bringing you real and insightful chats on health, psychology, fitness, and nutrition. Lara is a qualified nutritionist and fitness enthusiast who loves her pizza, and Steph, a registered psychologist, author, and renowned brunch queen. We hope you're ready for today's chat. Hey guys, we're back today to talk about a massive topic that is taking the world by storm. It is health, but not the way you know it.
Guys, we want to talk to you about what healthy is. Healthy comes in all shapes and sizes and also forms, and we want to reiterate that to you guys. Everyone seems to think at the moment that healthy is all about being very lean, having a six-pack, everything like that. But you know, I've been there, I've done that, and it really isn't. Healthy is about being positive in your own self, and healthy comes in so many different forms.
Absolutely. And I guess that's one thing I learned along my journey, and what I teach my clients is that health doesn't exactly mean what you think it means. A lot of people think weight loss is healthy, but your body is designed to store fat, and that's why losing weight or losing fat is so hard mentally and physically, because you're going against what your body is trying to do to keep you in good health.
It's so true. You know, when I was comp lean, I used to think that that was healthy. When I first entered the fitness industry, I used to think, look at all these girls who were so lean and had six packs, and was like, that's healthy. That's what healthy is. That was my perception of what healthy was. You know, I was in that stage, and it wasn't until I got out of that stage after comp and after a few years after I put on some weight that I realized that that wasn't what healthy was. You know, I wasn't getting my period. I was tired. I was hungry, and I wasn't enjoying my workouts, and I wasn't as positive as I was now. I'm so much more happy, you know, eating what I want, but still being healthy, being consistent, and eating things in moderation and having that balance.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the biggest thing is knowing that, you know, health isn't always about weight loss. I believe weight loss or fat loss can be a side effect of living a healthier lifestyle. But if you make the weight loss or the fat loss your goal, you're going to feel very demotivated very quickly and not be able to stay consistent. So Lara, as a nutritionist and, you know, fitness influencer, what do you find the top three things are the main reason people come to you when it comes to health?
Well, definitely my main clientele is obviously fat loss. I think people are so unsatisfied with their bodies beforehand that they think losing weight will make them happier. Don't get me wrong, losing weight does make you happier because you're more confident in yourself. But there also comes another side of also the mental health battle as well with it. You know, if losing weight makes you so upset and so, you know, you can't do things which you did before. Also, when you lose weight, and obviously when I competed too, when I competed, I was in kind of hermit crab mode. I didn't go out. I didn't do a lot of things. I couldn't go out for dinner. So that made me like really sad too. So that really played on my mental health. But another thing that people always come to me for is weight loss, muscle gain, and just, you know, improving their health and fitness, just general endurance too. None of them really come to me to, you know, for the mental side of things. They always come for body image issues. And what about you? Because you're a psychologist. So what do you see a lot of?
Yeah, and it's so funny you say that. People don't come to you for the mental health issues. And what's funny is the clients who come to me are usually the ones who've been there, done that. They've gone and seen either plastic surgeons, especially with body dysmorphic disorder, because they think that their problem is the physical appearance. But after numerous surgeries, after heaps of dieting, they're still unhappy. And that's when they'll be referred to a psychologist, because maybe it's a mental health concern. And I think if we were to really break down health, I think it comes down to your mental health, your physical health, like, you know, heart disease, stamina, energy, and all of that. And then maybe the third one would be performance. Is that how you would break down health, or do you think there's more elements to it?
I think there is a few more elements, but I just think the perception in today's society, everyone thinks that healthy is being lean. That's and, you know, being toned as well. That's the whole perception in today's society. People don't take into account those other factors, which I think are so important. And I think it's not until you kind of get yourself out of that game, you've been there, you've done that, do you realize that there's so many other factors to health, like you said.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're not mentally healthy, you can't, you know, maintain a positive relationship with food. I'll give you an example. So when I used to train with like some really elite trainers, they would say food is fuel. Steph, you need to eat for purpose, not for pleasure. And I was like, oh my God, like I need to turn into this robot. I need to transform. And I tried it, but like I was miserable. Like I got good results eating chicken and capsicum for 2 weeks straight, but I wanted to die. Like it was so depressing. And I didn't like that. I'm like, if the only way I can get positive results for my body is to be a robot and say food is fuel and, you know, eat for purpose, then what do I want this for? And I think that's the biggest question is you need to ask yourself, what does health mean for you? So for all the people viewing this video, ask yourself, what does health mean for you? And B, are you willing to do, you know, what it takes to get that vision of health? And are they aligned? Because often they're not aligned.
And also adding to that as well, and what I said to a lot of my clients is, what is your goal? What's your end goal? So if your end goal is to feel good, well, what's going to make you feel good? Is being really lean going to make you feel good? Probably not. Is feeling good, you know, being among your friends and family and having some drinks or going out for dinner? Well, yeah, that makes me feel good. And I realize that. So that's why I have a lot of balance in my life now. That's why everyone sees me going out for pizza, having chocolate, because it makes me happy. You know, yes, when I was prepping, I was, you know, I was really strict. I couldn't go out for dinners. I missed out on a lot of things. And looking back, I was, you know, it makes me really sad to know that I missed out on a lot of things because I was so obsessed with being this picturesque thing of what I thought health was. But looking back now, I realize that's not health. I realize that now I am healthy. You know, I enjoy balance. I enjoy going out. I still love exercising. I still love eating healthy food, which I do. But on the side, I do have that balance. I still go out. I still live my life as a 20-year-old. You know, you still need to do that. You're still young. You still need to do these things. And I think people realize that that is the new healthy.
It is. And I love how you actually said that. When I was comp lean, I wasn't the happiest of my life. And this...
I wasn't. I remember looking back, I would go out for lunch and I would eat out of a container because I'm like, I have to do this. And like, I'll get up in the mornings and have to train and be like, I have to do this. Seems like a chore. Now I get up in the mornings and I dance around my room and I go train because I just love it. It's not a chore. I don't feel sad. I don't feel lethargic. I don't feel tired. I've got so much energy. You know, yes, food is fuel, but it also, you know, it is also a good tool as well. Like I love having pizza. I love having chocolate. You know, I love having the good things in life. And why would you want to not have the good things in life? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the good things in life are free. The best things in life are free. But do you know what the penny drops for my clients when I say this? Because session one, when I see my clients to the end, are two different people. Yeah. So when they first come in, they think I'm going to make this is like eating disorder population. They think I'm going to make them fat. They think I don't understand. And they think in order to be happy, they need to lose weight. People think when I reach X amount of kilos, I'll be happier. When I reach... People put their happiness in external factors. And I'll say, okay. I'll say, tell me, when you were at your skinniest, how did you feel? And they're like, shit, had no energy.
Yeah.
I felt like
shit.
Felt like I wasn't skinny enough. I felt like I wasn't seeing my period, I wasn't healthy enough. And that's something you can ask yourself as well at home. When you are at your leanest or your thinnest or your idealist body weight, how are you feeling, honestly, mentally? And, you know, you might say, I was more confident, I was more good. Yes, but what did you have to do to maintain that? And are you prepared? And do you even want to do it now? That's the question. What do you really want?
It's so true. And even now that, you know, I've started doing a lot of posts looking back on how I used to look when I was comp lean compared to now. And I still get a lot of backlash saying, you know, you were really skinny back then, you know, you look so much better. Well, no, you're not. That's the point. What the point is I'm more positive now. I'm more confident in myself. You know, I get to do things that I wasn't doing before. And even looking back to, I remember when I was comp lean, and that kind of scares me too. I remember what I was going through. I remember how I felt. I remember, the things I missed out on. And now that I look back on my year from last year when, I didn't compete for half the year, I look back and I have no regrets. I'm like, I went out and did this. I went to music festivals. I went out and drank. I went out and had pizza. Like, there was no regrets at all. But when I was in my leanest stage, I remember so many regrets I made. Yes, it was amazing. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, you can't stay like that forever. And that's what, I think that's what we're trying to say here. Yes, there's so many aspects of it, and yes, being lean is good, but you need to find your lean. You need to find what is your balance as well. I think that's super important.
Yeah, and do you know what the ultimate truth is when you stop focusing on that, and when you allow yourself to eat whatever you want, like pizza, chocolate and all that, because it's there, your body will find its natural point. And honestly, when I stopped trying to lose weight and I started eating pancakes and waffles and, went on my food blogging life, I was actually the leanest and the best shape I was in because I wasn't stressed about it. So my cortisol probably dropped, right?
Yeah. And also stress plays a big role in this too. I'm going to use myself an example. When I was prepping for Arnold's 2 years ago, I was so stressed. I held so much water. I did everything in the books trying to lose weight, and I just couldn't seem to lose weight. And I was like, why? It was because I was so stressed. I had so many things going on. I was finishing my uni degree. I was just so stressed in everyday life, and I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to step on stage. And, stress has the biggest effect on your body. If you are stressed all the time, you are not going to lose weight. You are going to hold weight. You are going to feel crap as well, and it's going to put you down. And being less stressed, and even now I'm not stressed, I feel so much better. I'm not holding water. I feel great when I wake up in the morning. I can sleep well. Stress less is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So stress is one thing you want to reduce, and in a moment we'll go through the top 5 health pointers, because health is your wealth. Is that self-love or self-esteem or self-acceptance? It's something that is real when it is there, no matter if you're this weight or you're this weight. People think in order to love themselves, they have to be a certain way. But the truth is, you can love yourself right now, regardless of what your body weight, shape, or size is. It's up here.
It's so true. It's so true. And even in every stage of life too, you're going to have parts in your body where you don't like. Even when I was confident, I was still picking at parts of my body where I didn't like. Even now, I still pick at my parts of the body I don't like. But, it's all about learning what you are and, practicing that self-love day by day, practicing that self-gratitude too. I think that's super important. I came to realize that, you're never going to be 100% happy with yourself at any stage of your life. I've just realized that because I've been in all shapes and forms. I've been overweight, I've been obsessed with the scales. I'm at a really good positive state now, but I've learned that I've never been able to be happy with my body at any stage I'm in. So, I think really practicing mental health and practicing being positive is super important, and practicing self-love, I think that's so important too.
Yeah, it absolutely is. That's so wonderful. So we're going to summarize the top 5 things to consider when it comes to your health. Lara, do you want to mention point 1?
So number 1, I definitely believe, is being consistent, but also being flexible in your approach.
Beautiful. I would say number 2 is asking yourself, what does health mean to me? And is that aligned with what I actually want to do with my time?
Lovely. Number 3, I definitely say, is acceptance. So accepting yourself at every shape and form you are, accepting yourself when you wake up in the morning, and practicing self-love. I think that is so important.
Number 4 is surround yourself with mentally healthy people. This is something I go over in my book. I was around a team of dieters or friends who are obsessed with losing weight, but then I found Instagram, I found food, and I found people who love food, and I feel so much better about it.
Thank you. The last one I would definitely say is practice the things that you love doing. So my dad always told me that, you'd never work a day in your life if you enjoy the things that you do. And I couldn't agree with that more. So, do the things that you love. If you love waking up early and exercising, do that. If you love eating chocolate on a Saturday night, do that. Practice the things that you love, and, you'll never go a day with working or thinking that it's a chore.
That is amazing. So what we want to know from you is what health means to you. So comment in the boxes below. Let us know what health means to you, and we'll be sure to read every comment. Isn't that right, Lara?
Yes, we'll read everyone. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. See you next time.
Bye.